Shattering Glass, chapters 18 and 19. I hate it when people make me out to be some kind of hero. The others did something wrong. There was a time they could have said no, and they didn't. But I did the same thing. I knew when I handed that ID back to Glass that it was wrong, but he gave me something I wanted, needed. Young handed his life over to Rob the same way. I've learned a lot. Finally gotten smart in my old age or something. Young and I both made Rob into a substitute father. We couldn't deal with the ones we were given, and Rob made us feel like successful sons, sons a father is proud of. Who wouldn't do most anything for that? Young just did more than I did. Jeff Cooper. We arrived at the Yellow Rose, home of the only Texas-sized burger in the state. 3/4 of a pound of ground beef, chock full of carcinogens and cholesterol. Heaven on a sesame seed bun. Coop ate one. Coop, I said, this diet of yours is going to put grocery stores, farmers, and ranchers out of business. Don't worry, Simon. It's taking up the slack. He pointed to Glass, who sat with 2 burgers, fries, onion rings, and a thick strawberry shake. It's Christmas. I'll get back on my diet after the holidays. We'll have to go shopping again if you don't, or maybe my dad will loan you some of his clothes. Coop wasn't smiling. Shoving his half-eaten burger aside, he wiped his mouth, balled up his napkin, and tossed it at Glass. Sorry, guys, I'm worried about the ACT scores. My whole future is sort of hanging out in the breeze, you know? I have just the thing to cheer you up. Simon scraped his chair back and hurried out of the restaurant. What's he up to? I asked. Who knows? Coop mumbled. Glass is getting as bad as Rob about keeping secrets. Coop shredded a couple of napkins. What do I do if I don't get an 18 on the AC2, Young? Simon bounced in, carrying 2 wrapped presents. Here, guys, just call me Santa Simon. There was a trace of the old Simon, nervous and bumbling, but as he handed us the presents, he seemed to grow more confident. Coop's package was square, the size of a box of kitchen matches, and wrapped in shiny foil. He shook it. Shucks, Glass, I was hoping for a car. Open it, Simon encouraged him. Coop stripped the paper off and looked at the small box, befuddled. Terrific, Glass. A Waterford crystal napkin ring? Just what I always wanted. That's just a box I used. Opened it. He lifted the lid and pulled away a square of cotton. His face wrinkled in puzzlement once more as he picked up a laminated card. Why are you giving me your driver's license? Look at it again, Coop. Coop looked again. This is nuts. This is your picture, but it's got my name and my license number. Wait, I don't get it. On January 18th at 8 a.m., I will enter the auditorium at Alvin Community College. I'll present this card and this voucher to the proctor and take an ACT test. Simon handed a computer card to Coop. This has my name on it. Yes, indeed. It do. Glass was practically bouncing in his chair. Coop shook his head, still confused. I explained. If I read this right, Simon has signed up for the ACT in your name, and he has somehow gotten a false ID so he can enter the testing station as Jeff Cooper. He's going to take the test for you. Coop looked like a stunned carp. For real? Did you do all this, Glass? For me? Well, I expect tickets to all the home games. Jesus, Simon, it's just. I took the license from Coop. Just totally illegal, I said. Nobody said a word. Oh, Coop exhaled. I didn't think of that. Simon leaned forward across the table until he was 3 inches from my face. Don't do this to him. Young, you weren't concerned with legality when I changed your schedule. I clenched my back teeth until my temples throbbed. I glanced at Coop, who was the picture of despondency. Hey, big guy, don't look like your dog died. I just meant you have to keep this ultra quiet. Nobody else can know. Coop appeared uncertain. What if we get caught? No way, Simon said. The license has my picture, so to the Alvin proctor, I'm Jeff Cooper. Simon leaned back. Rob said that. Rob? I asked. Is this Rob's idea? Sure, Simon said. He even told me where I could get the fake ID. How does Rob know where to get false ID? I tapped the license and thought that a guy who could change his name might know exactly where to get a fake license. This looks like the real deal. It should. It cost me $75. Glass. Coop turned and faced Simon, shutting me out of the loop. This is a big deal, man. Not just the money. It could get you in lots of trouble. If this wasn't so important, I'd never let you do it, but. He stopped, and his eyes filled with tears. But it might just be all that's between me and being a gas jockey. So thanks, Simon. You're a real friend. Glass pushed the package across the table to me. The paper snagged on the rough boards of the table. You shouldn't have, Glass, I said. I didn't get you anything. Coop looked mystified. Open it, young. I tugged at the ribbon, and the bow unraveled. I picked up the tape and folded the paper back, revealing a leather-bound book, its pages softly ragged. Classy. I turned the volume over. The right front cover was embossed with the words, Young Stewart. The pages were blank, thick, creamy parchment waiting for words. My words. I know all writers keep journals. I thought you might want this, or even better, use it for your first novel. Glass had tapped into me, and I didn't like him owning the map of my head. Chapter 19. Why did I do what Rob asked me to about Rana? That's always the first question. If I had never gone to that library and learned what I did, then Rob could never have talked me into it. But once I knew Rob's secret, and I knew what it does to a person, then I needed to patch a hole in him, like he'd done for me. And I didn't think it would be permanent with Ron and me. I thought I could have it all back. Young Stewart, from his psychological interview before sentencing. The day after Christmas, I hibernated in my room. Slouched on my bed, I ran my finger along the cushiony edges of the leather journal. A matched set of luggage sat next to my closet door, and a Franklin planner lay atop the box that held a laptop computer. The phone jangled. Unconcerned, I let it ring until the answering machine picked up. Hearing Simon's asthmatic voice, I hooked the receiver with 2 fingers and plopped it onto my shoulder. Hey, Glass, I'm here. Screening your calls? Yeah, I'm tired of talking to people who are offering a one-time only chance of a lifetime to put vinyl siding over our brick. He made a chuckling sound, Simon's variation of a laugh. Slow around here, too. Everybody gone for Christmas break. What's on your mind? I asked. A little detective work. What for? Rob. I twisted the phone cord around my finger. What about Rob? Simon let out a sigh. Don't do laps with me. Why would Rob change his name? Why'd he say he's from out of state when he's really from Foley? Don't tell me you haven't wondered. Yeah, I said. I gripped the phone hard. A date with Simon? I'd rather eat a worm. But Rob knew all my secrets. I wanted to know his. I'll be there in 10 minutes. We know what Rob's last address was, 212 Monroe and Foley. We're going to get a map and find the house. Then what? Then we will see who lives there. How do we do that? The telephone book won't help. Simon wagged his head in disgust. No, the telephone book won't help. Don't you watch television? After we buy a pizza, we go to the house pretending to deliver it. We took off ramp that led downtown and cruised until we saw a pizza place that advertised free delivery. We ordered a pizza to go and asked the cashier if he had a map with street names. We studied the map and followed the road to a neighborhood landscaped like a gardener's wet dream. I pointed. There it is, 212. The house was long, low, and elegant. Rob's dad does pretty well, Simon said. Yeah, if his dad still lives here. He lived here once. I nodded. Guess so. Turning into the wide circular drive, we pulled up to the front of the house. A white BMW was parked at the side entrance. We stepped out of the car and clumped up the pebbled walk. Poinsettias bloomed in ornate cast iron planters that flanked the double doors. Simon lifted a brass ring that hung from a lion's mouth and knocked it against the sleek dark wood. We waited and fidgeted. Ring the bell. In a house this size, nobody could hear a knock. Glass punched the bell, and the door jerked open before he could pull his finger back. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. The speaker was a tall woman in lavender sweats, flushed and breathing hard as she smiled at us. Sorry it took me so long. I was on the treadmill. Pizza delivery, Simon said. I didn't order a pizza. Well, Simon bumbled about. It says here, Pizza Supreme, whole anchovies, Robert Baddock, 212 South Monroe. Glass looked up. Is Mr. Baddock here? Maybe he ordered and didn't mention it. The woman's expression slid from friendly to suspicious. What's going on here? We didn't say anything. You two are up to no good, but I can't imagine why. We still didn't say anything. Well, whatever it is doesn't concern me. She pushed her hair off her forehead. We bought the house from Mrs. Baddock. Mr. Baddock has a new address. He's in prison. She eyed us again. Go away. This is old news and it's my house now, not a tourist attraction. She slammed the door. We trudged back to the car without a word. We got in and clipped the seatbelts. What in the hell does that mean? I know how to find out, Simon said with creepy composure. After getting directions from a service station, we drove to the local library. I sat back in the soft leather seats, deep in my own thoughts. After we got to the library, Glass led me to the microfilm viewer. What are we doing? I demanded. She referred us to old news. There has to be something in the papers. If there is a connection to Rob, my guess is that it happened at about the time he transferred to Beeville. Not bad, Glass. The librarian interrupted us with a box of rolled film. She briefed us on using microfilm and viewers and left. Here, Simon said, you take half. He grumbled about this not being in the library's computer system and pushed the rolls at me. Scan anything that might give us a clue. I sat down and threaded the first roll of film, clicked the viewer, and squinted at the pages on the screen. I read headlines and skimmed sports pages, court proceedings, lists of marriages and divorces. The lighted screen wearied my eyes and a headache thumped dismally in my temples. I was rubbing my forehead when I saw it. I enlarged the frame so I could read the small print. The article was short, no more than 3 inches, but it answered all my questions, even the one I hadn't asked. Glass. Yeah? Find something? I took a deep breath. Yeah. I heard Glass's chair scrape back. Simon flipped the viewer to the articles that followed the first story. The grainy photos, the headlines, the articles that exposed Rob's betrayal and shame. I never wanted to know this, Glass said. Me neither. I turned off the viewer. We're never going to talk about this again, Simon. Never.